Replacing aluminum feeders with copper feeders in a renovated apartment building provides enhanced safety and reliability. Aluminum has a higher resistance than copper, which can lead to overheating and potential fire hazards. Copper's lower resistance ensures cooler operation. Aluminum is susceptible to creep over time, which can compromise connections and lead to electrical failures. Copper is more stable and less likely to deform under load. There is increased efficiency and performance. Copper has a lower resistivity than aluminum, resulting in less voltage drop over the distance from the meter center to the unit panel. This ensures consistent power supply and optimizes appliance performance. Copper's lower impedance provides better ground fault current detection, improving protection against electrical shocks and fires. There is enhanced value in longevity. Upgrading to copper feeders enhances the overall value of the property by providing a more modern and reliable electrical system. Copper feeders have a longer lifespan than aluminum feeders, reducing the likelihood of future electrical issues and maintenance costs. It is important to consider code compliance. While the existing aluminum feeders may still meet the code that was applicable when they were installed, upgrading to copper would ensure compliance with the latest electrical codes, which prioritize safety and efficiency. There is long-term return on investment. Copper feeders are less likely to fail or require maintenance, saving on repair and troubleshooting expenses over the long term. A modern and reliable electrical system can attract and retain tenants, potentially increasing rental revenue for the building owner. Firstly, reduce fire risk. Secondly, improve stability. Thirdly, lower voltage drop. Fourthly, improved ground fault protection. Fifthly, increased property value. Sixthly, extended lifespan. Seventhly, compliance with current electrical codes. Eighthly, reduced maintenance costs. Ninthly, increased rental revenue. Other considerations include that copper feeders are more expensive than aluminum feeders. However, the long-term savings in maintenance costs and increased reliability make the investment worthwhile. New copper feeders would provide a more modern and professional appearance within the building's electrical system. The higher resistance of aluminum compared to copper means that for the same current, aluminum conductors will generate more heat. This excess heat can degrade the insulation around the wires, potentially leading to short circuits and fires. Copper, with its lower resistance, minimizes heat generation, reducing this risk. The phenomenon of creep in aluminum refers to its tendency to gradually deform under constant stress, especially at connection points. This can lead to loose connections, increased resistance, and eventually electrical failures. Copper is much less prone to creep, maintaining secure connections over time. Voltage drop is the reduction in voltage along a conductor due to its resistance. Excessive voltage drop can cause appliances to operate inefficiently or even malfunction. Copper's lower resistivity minimizes voltage drop, ensuring that appliances receive the proper voltage for optimal performance. Ground fault protection devices, such as ground fault circuit interrupters, rely on detecting imbalances in current flow to quickly disconnect power in the event of a ground fault. Copper's lower impedance allows for a more sensitive and reliable detection of these imbalances, providing better protection against electrical shocks and fires. Upgrading to copper feeders can make the property more attractive to potential buyers or renters, signaling a commitment to quality and safety. This can translate into higher property values and increased rental income. Copper's durability and resistance to corrosion mean that copper feeders will typically last longer than aluminum feeders, reducing the need for costly replacements and repairs in the future. Local electrical codes and regulations may have been updated since the original installation of the aluminum feeders. Upgrading to copper ensures that the electrical system meets the latest safety standards and code requirements. Over the lifespan of the electrical system, copper feeders are likely to require less maintenance and fewer repairs than aluminum feeders, resulting in significant cost savings. A reliable electrical system is a key selling point for potential tenants and can justify higher rental rates. Copper's superior conductivity and stability contribute to a more dependable power supply, making the property more attractive to renters. While the initial cost of copper feeders is higher than that of aluminum feeders, the long-term benefits, such as reduced maintenance, increased reliability, and enhanced safety can outweigh the upfront expense. The clean and professional appearance of copper wiring can enhance the overall aesthetics of the building's electrical system, making it more appealing to inspectors, tenants, and potential buyers. When assessing the need to replace aluminum feeders with copper feeders in a renovation project, it is essential to consider several factors. These include the existing electrical load, the age and condition of the aluminum feeders, the potential for future load increases, and the budget for the renovation. It is also important to consult with a qualified electrician to determine the best course of action. Aluminum feeders, while initially less expensive, can present several challenges over time. Aluminum expands and contracts more than copper with temperature changes, which can loosen connections and lead to increased resistance and potential overheating. Aluminum also oxidizes when exposed to air, forming a non-conductive layer that can further increase resistance of connections. Copper, on the other hand, is more stable and less prone to these issues. Copper connections tend to remain tight and corrosion-free, ensuring a reliable electrical connection. In addition to the safety and reliability benefits, upgrading to copper feeders can also improve the overall energy efficiency of the electrical system. Copper's lower resistance reduces energy loss in the form of heat, resulting in lower electricity bills and a smaller carbon footprint. A properly designed and installed copper feeder system can also improve the power quality in the building. Stable voltage and minimal voltage drop ensure that electrical equipment operates efficiently and reliably, reducing the risk of malfunctions and downtime. From an environmental perspective, copper is a highly recyclable material. At the end of its lifespan, copper feeders can be recycled and reused, reducing the demand for virgin copper and minimizing environmental impact. In summary, while the initial cost of upgrading to copper feeders may be higher, the long-term benefits in terms of safety, reliability, energy efficiency, and property value make it a worthwhile investment for any apartment building renovation project. Remember to always consult with a qualified electrician to assess the specific needs of the building and to ensure that the electrical system is installed and maintained according to local codes and regulations. Firstly, consider existing electrical load. Secondly, assess the age and condition of aluminum feeders. Thirdly, account for potential future load increases. Fourthly, determine budget for the renovation. Fifthly, consult with a qualified electrician. The benefits of low voltage drop, improved ground fault protection, increased property value, extended lifespan, code compliance, reduced maintenance costs, and increased rental revenue should be taken into account. In addition to these factors, consider the potential impact of the renovation on the building's occupants. A reliable and safe electrical system can improve tenant satisfaction and reduce complaints. Investing in a high-quality electrical system is an investment in the long-term success of the apartment building. Finally, it is important to document all electrical work that is performed during the renovation, including the installation of the new copper feeders. This documentation will be valuable for future maintenance and repairs, as well as for any potential sale of the property. The decision to replace aluminum feeders with copper feeders in an apartment building renovation should be based on a careful assessment of the risks and benefits. While there is an increased cost for the upgrade, the long-term advantages of safety, reliability, and performance often justify the investment. Always prioritize safety and ensure that all electrical work is performed by qualified professionals. By taking a proactive approach to electrical safety, you can protect the building's occupants and ensure the long-term value of the property. When evaluating the condition of the existing aluminum feeders, pay close attention to the connections. Look for signs of corrosion, looseness, or overheating. These are all indications that the feeders may need to be replaced. Also, consider the age of the feeders. Aluminum feeders installed several decades ago may not meet current safety standards or be able to handle the increased electrical loads of modern appliances and electronics. If the aluminum feeders are undersized for the current or anticipated electrical load, upgrading to copper feeders of the appropriate size is essential. This will prevent overloading and overheating, which can lead to fires. When selecting copper feeders, choose conductors that are rated for the appropriate voltage and amperage. Also, be sure to use the correct type of insulation for the application. Copper conductors are available in a variety of sizes and insulation types to meet different needs. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides detailed requirements for the selection and installation of electrical conductors. Consult the NEC and local electrical codes to ensure that all work is performed in compliance with applicable regulations. Proper installation of copper feeders is essential for ensuring their long-term performance and reliability. Be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions for terminating and connecting the conductors. Also, use the correct tools and techniques to avoid damaging the conductors or connections. After the new copper feeders have been installed, thoroughly test the electrical system to ensure that it is operating correctly. Check for voltage drop, ground faults, and other potential problems. Address any issues promptly to prevent future problems. Regular maintenance of the electrical system is also important for ensuring its long-term reliability. Schedule periodic inspections to check for loose connections, corrosion, and other signs of wear and tear. Repair or replace any damaged components promptly. Consider energy efficiency when planning the electrical renovation. Use energy-efficient lighting and appliances to reduce energy consumption and lower utility bills. Also, consider installing a smart thermostat to optimize heating and cooling. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety. Ensure that the electrical system is properly grounded to protect against electrical shocks and fires. Test the grounding system periodically to ensure that it is functioning correctly. Surge protection is also important for protecting electronic equipment from damage caused by power surges. Install surge protectors at the main electrical panel and at individual outlets to protect sensitive electronics. Educate tenants about electrical safety. Provide them with information on how to use electricity safely and how to identify potential electrical hazards. Also, encourage them to report any electrical problems promptly. A well-maintained and up-to-date electrical system can be a selling point for potential tenants. Highlight the features and benefits of the electrical system in marketing materials. Investing in the electrical system is an investment in the long-term value of the property. By taking a proactive approach to electrical safety and maintenance, you can protect the building's occupants and ensure the long-term success of the property. Finally, be sure to keep accurate records of all electrical work that is performed on the property. This information will be valuable for future maintenance and repairs, as well as for any potential sale of the property.